not my intention, to focus entirely on Attack on Titan. We love all of our books, but we especially love Sailor Moon. Thanks to you guys, Sailor Moon in 2012 and 2013 has been the most bought manga series in the country, so thank you so much. Last fall, we did a Sailor Moon box set that contained 6 volumes, the first 6 volumes of the series, clearly, and a sticker set. This fall, we follow up with box set 2, which logically will contain the next 6 volumes in the series. The nice thing is, if you did buy the first box set, when you get the second box set, they actually join together to form one image. So please do check that out. If the first box set's not in stores right now, most stores will be bringing it back into stock in timing with this, which will be out in October. Just recently on the Sailor Moon front, we've released Sailor Moon 11, and just a week or two ago we released Sailor Moon 12. A lot of people are talking about that as if it is the end of the series. It is not. There are 2 volumes still to go. In the original serialization of Sailor Moon, there were a number of short stories included at the end of different volumes. We're, of course, reprinting the 2003-2004 Kodansha release of the series, which took those short stories and actually broke them out as separate books. So we're going to have those still to come in September and then in November. And then it's tempting to say that's the end of Sailor Moon for us, but of course it's not. You may be aware that we've announced previously there's going to be a Sailor Moon art book. The original goal was to have that this year. I think you can tell from the way I'm saying it, we're not going to have it this year. But of course the good news is it's because Takeuchi Sensei is working so hard on it. It's really going to be spectacular from what I've seen of it so far. But 2014 now is what we're looking at for that release. So where we're at. Yeah.
So we mentioned that Sailor Moon was the top manga in 2012 and 2013, which is kind of awesome. You guys also mentioned that you do reprints when series have great demand, as Sailor Moon has demonstrated. So question, are we going to see future reprints of some of the early volumes with maybe a couple of corrections in there, things like that? Because a couple of the early volumes, we had some fan reaction that there was a couple of typos and stuff like that. Are they going to be reprinted?
Fan reaction of the early Sailor Moon volumes?
No.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
The question was in reference to the fact that we reprint our books, which of course that's what every publisher does. Are we reprinting early volumes of Sailor Moon? Have we corrected typos? In all honesty, the simple answer is yes. I mean, those books have already been reprinted a few times, and anytime I hate it. I hate it when errors slip into a book. I'm sorry that errors slipped into Sailor Moon. I really am. We have corrected those. The reprints of them do not have those errors. If anybody finds an error, then absolutely tell us. We work very, very hard to make these things error-free. We're not perfect. Things do slip by us sometimes, and it sucks. But when you tell us, we appreciate it. We do our best to fix it, so thank you.
Since the Sailor Moon anime has been delayed and everything, and the art book's been delayed for next year, have you guys got any word on the supposedly jumbo-sized manga editions that are going to be in color in Japan that was supposed to be released as well throughout this year?
Okay, so the question was, I'll just jump to the question. The question was, do we have any information about the jumbo-sized Sailor Moon manga in color?
Yeah.
Yes and no. And kind of just, if I say something I'm not supposed to, just slap me upside the head. It's okay. Two things. One, people got the impression from the announcement that the entire book was in color. That was actually not what the announcement said. What it meant, or even, okay, honestly, even if that's what it said, what they meant was that it would have the color pages. That there are 6 to 8 color pages at the beginning of every volume of Sailor Moon, and this new edition would have those. It was not a reference to the entire book being colorized. Second, jumbo is in the eye of the beholder, because the size of the tankobon in Japan are this.
Yeah.
They're like this. And this is the part where you should slap me, Kana. I've seen the format that they're going to. It's actually a size that's very similar to the size that we publish here in the US, which is about an inch taller. So those are still moving forward. I have no further information besides that. But it's funny you should say that, because I also had the impression when they said they were in a larger format, in my head, they became these like giant things. And I thought, that would be so awesome.
I was like thinking like this size.
Yeah, I went with A4. I was like, oh, it's 12 inches tall and it's 9 inches wide. And then he showed it to me, and the editor, and I said, well, but that's the same size we do now. They're still happening. More details to come.
Is it going to be a hardcover or just a regular?
No, actually, beyond that, I do not. I have now told you everything I know.
Okay.
So hardcover, softcover, no idea. That's it. Yeah.
Regarding the Sailor Moon art book, are we going to be getting new art, or is it going to be mostly like stuff we've already seen from the other art books?
I'm still bracing for the slap. So what we've been told is that the new art book will consist of both art from the previous Sailor Moon art books, of which there were 5.
5.
6.
Unless
Well,
you have
6.
materials
Yeah,
collection.
materials is
Oh, no,
6.
7. It's the materials collection
Yes,
too as well.
that's right.
It will contain art from those books, and it will contain entirely new art as well. Art that Takeuchi Sensei is designing to go into the book.
Okay.
Can I say something about the cover?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Right now the plan is for softcover, and the plan is that Takeuchi Sensei will be creating new art for the cover as well. That was it. I know that was very anticlimactic. Back and forth, but we're really excited. And once we're waiting for a few more things to fall into place. When we know, you will know. Like within a few days of when we find out, we will get the information out to you guys. So be sure to sign up for our Twitter feed, Tumblr, Facebook, all that stuff. Next time, you're going to get additional material. Unfortunately, that's all I can say. Yeah.
Are you guys going to be releasing any of Takeuchi Sensei's other art? I mean, books like.
Are we going to release any of Takeuchi Sensei's
Love
other
Witch
books?
and Mert?
So far, she has not granted the rights to those books. We would love to, but at the end of the day, it's her decision, and it's older work, and she has said that she doesn't want to. Could change. I mean, we would love to do it.
That'll be cool. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I think I see.